Hi there, Visionary family, and welcome back to another one with Lady Visionary. Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. If you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing. I am Lady Visionary. I relocated from the UK and I'm now here in Rwanda trying to live my best life, but it seems like COVID-19 is not allowing us to live out our best life, guys. COVID-19 just came and punched us all in the face, and we thought that it would go away, but it's still here. So guys, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much. Make sure you smash on the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Make sure you go and follow my Instagram if you're not following, lady_visionary. If you guys are following me on Instagram, then you'll be updated on what I was up to yesterday. So make sure you're following me on Instagram, because I do post on Instagram if I'm not able to post on here, YouTube. And you guys can find out a little bit more about, me and what I'm up to behind the scenes of YouTube. Thank you guys so much for entering. Thank you so much. There's been some changes, guys. There's been some changes. COVID-19 will not allow us to live out our best lives. Guys, to be honest, I must say that I'm frustrated, but it is what it is, and we're just gonna roll with the punches. We've got to make lemonade out of lemons. Is that what they say? But we're just gonna roll with the punches. But COVID is not allowing us to live out our best lives. I'm sorry, there's a lot of reflection, guys, on my glasses. But yeah, I wasn't planning on coming on live, guys. I must say I wasn't planning, but got some new update. I got some comments and emails going, Lady Visionary, we heard that something's happening in Rwanda. What is it? Can you talk about it? And so I was kind of having a busy day running around, and then I was like, okay, what is exactly happening in Rwanda? Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And so I was typing on my computer, contacting different sources, and trying to find out what the heck is going on. What don't I know about? So guys, thank you so much. Make sure you smash the like button, as I said. And for those of you guys who don't know, I do offer consultation for anybody interested in relocating and doing business here in Rwanda. Recently, well, a couple of months ago, there was some new changes around land ownership. And, there's so much information that you, the diaspora, need to know before making that big transition, making that big move. I do encourage you guys to also visit. I think visiting is absolutely necessary to be able to find out whether Rwanda is the space for you. People will connect with different countries on the continent differently. Just because someone is living out their best lives in Rwanda doesn't mean that it will work for you. So you've got to come and visit and just get a feel of Rwanda and see whether, Rwanda would be a place where you'd like to visit. No, Rwanda would be a place where you'd like to live and do business. I'm living here, I'm doing business here. And so far, so good. But as I said, COVID-19 will not let us live our best lives, guys. So without further ado, I will let you know what is going on. What is now taking place? COVID, guys, a lot of well, yeah, here's some changes. There's some changes. And I mean, I know that these changes are being put in place, or these measures are being put in place to combat the current situation because of the new variant called Omicron, which is supposed to like spread more rapidly, but it's not as dangerous. Well, it's dangerous because of his lives that are lost, but it's not like, I guess, the Delta variant, right? And yeah, there's been some changes, guys. So I'll just read it from the Republic of Rwanda. You can also find this on Twitter, guys. If you follow Office of PM Rwanda, then you can read this for yourself, and I do encourage you to go over and read the information yourselves, okay? following the confirmation of Omicron variant in Rwanda. So today they tweeted that there's actually 6 cases that they found here in Rwanda. But by the Prime Minister of by the Ministry of Health, the public is urged to exercise extra vigilance in the practice of preventative measures, particularly as we approach the end of the year festive season. Vaccinations, regular testings, and avoidance of crowds remain critically important in the efforts to slow transmission. Okay, so the following measures will take effect nationwide starting December 16th, 2021. So starting tomorrow, guys. This just came and slapped me in the face. Yes, I just started. This just came and slapped us in the face. So these measures will come into effect tomorrow, right? And for a duration of 1 month. These measures may be reviewed anytime necessary upon a health assessment. So as of tomorrow, these new measures will come into force or into effect, and that will be for up to a month, and these will be reviewed. Okay, these are for review at any point. We don't know if they start to find a lot more cases. Obviously, if the virus is spreading gradually, like if it's spreading rapidly, then things may have to be reassessed and so on and so forth. But as of tomorrow, movements are prohibited between midnight and 4, so that's 12 a.m. and 4 a.m. All businesses must close by 11 p.m., right? All businesses must be closed by 11 p.m. And I guess everybody has to be in their yard, as Jamaicans will say, in their yard by, I guess, 12 a.m. No movements are permitted. So these are for people. This is very important because Rwanda is obviously having a lot of the diaspora, and I know a lot of you guys who are watching my channel has plans to come to Rwanda, to visit Rwanda, to relocate to Rwanda, to do business in Rwanda. Okay, so this is new because as of right now, Rwanda visitors coming into Rwanda, they only have to quarantine for up to 24 hours, right? Only have to quarantine for up to 24 hours. But as of tomorrow, all arriving passengers must quarantine for 3 days as at a designated hotel, right? At their own cost. So instead of up to 24 hours, you have to quarantine for 3 days at your own cost, right? A COVID-19 PCR test will be taken upon arrival, and an additional test taken on day 3 and day 7 at your own cost. So instead of having one test on arrival, there's going to be 3 different points at which you need to do a COVID tests, and these have to be done at your own cost, right? And that has to be at a designated testing site. So for those of you who are coming, now Rwanda is requiring from tomorrow that instead of one COVID test, that's the PCR test on arrival, you will have to be tested 3 times upon entry to Rwanda. So on arrival, on day 3, and also on day 7. This will all have to be covered from your own expense. And from what I know right now, upon arrival, the PCR test is $60 on arrival. And I mean, yeah, each PCR test is going to be $60 as far as I know. So that's 60, what is it, 120, what is it, 180, okay? So the 3 tests altogether, from what I know, the cost of the PCR test, it is going to be a total of $180, okay? 3 tests, okay. Now moving on, arriving and departing passengers at Kigali International Airport must present with a negative COVID-19 PCR test taken 72 hours prior to departure and should comply with the health guidelines, okay? So there you have it. You know, I'm giving you guys the information. And as I said, you can go and find all of this information from the on Twitter, Office of the PM Rwanda. So you can go and read this yourself, right? So you know this is true information, and I'm not giving you anything that is just plucked out of the sky, okay? Nightclubs. Someone asked about nightclubs the other day on my channel. I'm sad to say, but nightclubs are suspended as of tomorrow, as is live band entertainment in other venues. Organized concerts will be approved on a case-by-case basis by RDB. For those of you guys who do not know what RDB stands for, it stands for the Rwanda Development Board, okay? So as of tomorrow, nightclubs have been suspended, right? Public offices will continue at no more than 30% capacity. Employers are encouraged to limit staff to essential workers who interface with the public. Private business will, oh God, sorry guys. Private businesses will continue at 50% capacity and must comply with COVID-19 preventative measures. Traditional, civil and religious weddings guests should not exceed 30% of venue capacity and must not exceed 100 persons. All events conducted in homes should not exceed 50 persons, and local authority must be informed, right? Guests must test negative for COVID-19 72 hours prior to the event and must comply with COVID-19 preventive measures in accordance with the Ministry of Local Government guidelines. As much as possible, gatherings should take place outdoors or in well-ventilated spaces, guys. So there you have it. There you have it. I mean, I know quite a few of you guys will be disappointed, obviously, with regards to, I think, you have to quarantine for 3 days now, as of tomorrow, and then, you know, you have to be tested at three different points on entry to Rwanda, okay? Yeah, so I mean, there's different designated hotels. I believe the costs are from $25 upwards, so you can find out about the designated hotels on the Rwanda Biomedical Center website, right? You can find out about the different hotels which you have to quarantine at, because you cannot just find any random hotel. The government has given a list of designated hotels that I believe start from $25 per night. Okay, so now as of tomorrow, quarantine is no longer up to 24 hours. It's now 3 days, right? And you're tested at 3 different points: day of entry, day 3, and day 7. And this has to be covered by yourself, right? The cost has to be covered by yourself. Right, moving on. Public transport will continue with buses operating at full capacity with seated passengers only. Bus operators must ensure windows are open for proper ventilation. Motors and bicycles are permitted to carry passengers and must comply with COVID-19 measures. In the previous measures, we've had that motor taxis and bicycles are not allowed to carry passengers. But as it stands at the moment, they're still allowed to do that, okay? They're still allowed to do that. Okay, moving on. Restaurants shall continue to operate with a 50% capacity limit. Restaurants with outdoor seating service may operate at 75% of venue capacity, all right? Bars shall continue to resume gradually nationwide in adherence with COVID-19 measures. So I know there was a time also where like bars were not allowed, but as it is now, bars are allowed to resume gradually, right? It talks about places of worship must not exceed 50% maximum capacity. With regards to tourism activities, because I know some of you guys will be coming, you just want to explore Rwanda, you know, engage in some tourist activities. Tourism activity will continue in strict adherence with COVID-19 health guidelines. This includes hotels, tour operators, and transport services facilitating guests. So tourism, it's business as usual, but there are strict guidelines to control the spread of this new variant that is in our midst. Individual and non-contact outdoor sports activities are allowed, right? It's permitted. Gyms and fitness centers will continue to reopen progressively. Swimming pools, massage parlors, saunas shall continue to open gradually. Customers must be fully vaccinated and should possess negative COVID-19 test results taken within 72 hours in accordance with RDB guidelines. So if you want to go to the swimming pool, if you want to go to massage parlor, if you want to go sauna, you have to be fully vaccinated, right? So I guess you have to show your proof of vaccination as well as, as well as a negative COVID test taken, 72 hours prior to, I guess, attendance, right? So this is information for you guys, and it must be the PCR test, okay? Must be the PCR test. All right. Right, guys, those are, I think, are the essential information that has come out with regards to Rwanda right now. This is a new update, which is going to take effect tomorrow. It will take effect tomorrow. So those of you guys, obviously, who have already booked your tickets and are coming to Rwanda as of tomorrow, you must know about these new guidelines. As of now, the Rwanda, what's it called? The Rwanda Biomedical Center website, the information is not updated. But I spoke to them about 30 minutes ago, and they told me that their website will be updated this evening. So again, if you wanted to get onto the website, would be the Rwanda Biomedical Center website. So you can Google this, Rwanda Biomedical Center, and the information is going up tonight. Okay, have I lost something here? Yeah, the information is going up tonight. As I said, on there you should also see the list of designated quarantine hotels, and at various prices, different budgets. It's just something to consider. Also, definitely making sure that, because people also think that because they're vaccinated, they can just come into Rwanda. No, you have to also do the PCR test 72 hours prior to arrival, right? Yeah, there's just, guys, like this COVID is not allowing us to live our best lives, but I guess we can't complain. We just have to kind of like navigate our way regardless, because at this point I'm definitely fed up, if I'm honest. But you have to follow the law of the land, and we're just going to try our best to navigate during these very difficult times. I don't know. Basically, it seems like Rwanda is trying to act quickly. I guess maybe they're expecting the worst. It wouldn't come as a surprise to me if we move into sort of lockdown, where like movements are prohibited between, you have to ask for permission to move across the country and so on and so forth. There were times when restaurants were closed, only kind of takeaway and things like that, So, we're at the point where obviously like we can socialize and things like that, but obviously taking into consideration the guidelines with regards to social distance and so on and so forth. Like, to be honest, if I'm honest, even though obviously here in Rwanda it's required to wear a mask, I haven't felt like COVID. I haven't really thought about COVID or anything within the last couple of months with regards to COVID. The only thing that reminds me is like when I have to wear a mask, but like I've been living life pretty normally here in Rwanda, and like I guess I'm like thinking like, are we moving into lockdown and that whole thing where stay at home and all of this stuff? So I really hope not, guys, but I wouldn't be like completely surprised if, you know, we're continuing to see the increase in cases. I know that Rwanda is quite strict with their measures. If things start to kind of spiral out of control, they did tweet this morning. Was it this morning? I think that they found like six cases of the new Omicron um, virus. So, and I think from what they've said, it's imported cases. So, you know, they're moving quite quickly because they said that this variant has been shown to spread quite rapidly. I've got some family members that also telling me, like in Switzerland, they've kind of really moved quickly. They're like restricting schools or closed down some schools because of this new virus. So yeah, it's getting a bit crazy in Europe, and yeah, we don't know what to expect in the coming weeks, the coming months. It could be pretty crazy. So guys, let me know what you think about these new changes. I guess the main thing is that movements will be prohibited between midnight and 4 a.m. as of tomorrow. As of tomorrow, all travelers coming in, you have to quarantine for 3 days. Sorry, that's 3 days. Um, in a designated hotel. You have to make sure you have your bookings prior to, you know, boarding the plane, so you can show your reservation. Um, you have to be tested upon 3 points of entry into Rwanda on arrival at the airport, day 3 and day 7, and those tests have to be done at a designated testing site. And as I said, the Rwanda Biomedical Center, they're updating their website this evening, because the website the information that's currently on the website does not reflect what the office of the Prime Minister has published. So it basically, they're updating it. They told me that they're going to update it this evening, because I went on there, was looking all over for information. I couldn't find it. Then also, guys, on the Rwanda Biomedical Center website, there is a chat box, and it tells you the waiting time. So I had to wait for about 2 minutes to speak to someone from the Rwanda Biomedical Center. So again, if you're not sure about information, you know, if you're thinking, well, Lady Vision is just talking, you can also find this information out for yourself. Again, it's on Twitter. You can just follow the account, Office of the PM Rwanda. You're going to get the documentation from the government office that's going to illustrate everything with regards to this new guidelines that's going to take effect tomorrow. Tomorrow, guys, like I'm a little bit uneasy, but you know, it is what it is. I'm a little bit uneasy, I'm not gonna lie, guys, because I'm like, okay, this is gonna, like, we're just gonna watch and see what happens. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit uneasy. Let me know who we have in the building. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be rounding up shortly, guys, so please make sure you smash the like button. Please subscribe if you're new. For those of you guys who are coming to Rwanda and you want to do the meetup tour, then please email me. All the details will be down below in the description bar. If you're interested in a consultation on relocating or doing business in Rwanda, then you can reach out to me, guys. But I just wanted to come on here to give you a live update as to what's happening in Rwanda as of tomorrow, December 16th. December 16th. Like, someone was saying, like, you know, it seems like every 6 months there's going to be a new variant of COVID, and we're going to need to have like booster shots and all of this. And I'm like, COVID, like, seriously? You're going to try and mess my life up like this? You're going to try to mess up my vision, my plans? But I'm not going to let you. I'm still going to keep mentally strong. I'm still going to keep working, still going to keep my eyes focused on the prize. But guys, as of tomorrow, there are some changes. So those of you guys who had booked like tickets and hotels, that you have to change that so that it reflects that you can quarantine for the 3 days as required by Rwanda. And then making sure that you factor into your budget that you will have to pay for 3 different tests. on arrival here in Rwanda, right? At different points. So you have to factor that in. So you pay, obviously you pay for your tests. So 3 different tests, all of that will be about $180. And then when you're leaving Rwanda, obviously it's required that you have another PCR test to leave the country. So that will be like 4 tests, and that's another $60 plus 180. So that's what, 240. 240, yeah. So on COVID tests, 240. That's for coming, and then for leaving if you're just visiting Rwanda. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. Do you have any questions? Who do we have here in the building? Who do we have here? Forever Blessed, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's actually good afternoon here. So in Rwanda, we say for good morning, we say waramutse, but for the afternoon, we say mwiliwe, mwiliwe neza. Are you having a good evening? So it's evening here. I'm not sure if I'm having a good evening, to be honest, with all of these new stuff that's happening, all this new information I have to soak in. My husband is out working. I don't think he even knows about this new information. So after this live, I'm going to give him a call and go, babe, guess what? Do you know what is happening as of tomorrow? And I have friends who are also coming to Rwanda. So I'll also have to update them on the changes. I'll also have to update them on the changes. Yeah, guys. No Limit Eddie, did you just get started? Okay, No Limit Eddie, how much are the tests each? So as it stands, the tests are $60, 60 US dollars each. Yeah, 60 US dollars each. Okay, travel more, just slow down the borders. I'm already here. ATM Tim is in the building. Visionary, hello, Visionary family. Hello to you. Nice to have you here. Malachi Mohammed is in the building. Hey, I'm talking too fast. I think I'm nervous. I'm nervous about everything that's happening. But anyway, we move. We still have to push through, right? Regardless, we have to push through. ATM Tim, it's a war on the people worldwide. These variants are not going to stop us from living our regular lives. They're about to see the wrath from the people. Most definitely, like as I said, like I really haven't felt like there's been COVID here in Rwanda, apart from the fact that I have to grab my mask every time I leave the house, or you know, I really don't think that, oh, COVID. Like I really don't think about COVID. But like with these new measures coming into place, I'm also thinking, right, where are we heading? Where are we heading? Because as I said in the past, where the cases have increased quite significantly, as for Rwanda, they have put strict lockdowns in place, and I'm like, like I've been loving this freedom and moving around, obviously, yeah, practicing social distancing in public spaces and so forth. But I haven't felt really like there's COVID here. I've just been living my life. I've just been living my best life, working and just pushing forward. But ATM Tim, I'm just like, I keep saying to myself, I'm not going to allow this to mess me up. I'm not going to allow it to mess me up, because it has done for a lot of people. It's messed a lot of people up mentally. But I'm going to keep my eyes on the prize, guys. Like, there's so much I want to do, and I just listen, with these restrictions coming into place, like the more and more strict it gets as we move maybe into lockdown, then obviously businesses are affected, your projects are affected, everything's affected, income is affected. So I'm like, please, no, this can't be happening. But it is what it is. We're gonna roll with the punches, guys. We're gonna roll with the punches, and yeah, it's like we have to follow the policies of the land, isn't it? You have to follow the policies of the land. Medjay, yeah, Medjay is saying what's going on, Queen. Well, you'll have to go back and watch. I won't repeat, but yeah, like Rwanda has changed some of its measures to deal with this new variant of COVID. So T1K is in the building, just joined the chat. What are all the tests required? So just the COVID test. So there's three, before when you enter Rwanda, you can just have the PCR test on arrival, and you wait for up to 24 hours for your results. Now you have to be tested or at three different points on entry. On entry, day 3 and day 7, you have to be tested at a designated site, and you have to pay for all of those tests. Those 3 different tests you have to pay for at your own cost. And yeah, instead of quarantining for one up to 24 hours, you now have to quarantine for 3 days. I mean, this is going to be great for like the hotels that are, the designated hotels, because instead of like, they were getting like 1 night stay, it'd be like three nights. Yeah, 3 nights, up to 3 nights or whatever. Yeah. So the quarantine is three days. Okay. So I guess it will work out good for the hotels because they're gonna make some good ching 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 ching. But someone is saying, is that your birds? Yeah, the birds are, this is Africa. So, and where I am, I have like a guava tree, and they love the guava tree. So like they tend to flock. Like my birds, well, not my birds, but the nature's birds, wake me up in the morning. Hello. Oh my God, my son. Ethan, stay there. Stay there. Mommy's coming. Can you go and find Rebecca for me? Rebecca's in the other house. So knock, knock and say Rebecca, okay? I'm coming. So. T1 is saying, thanks for the information. You're most welcome. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. Make sure you like, guys. You can support everything I'm doing here in Rwanda. I'm doing quite a bit, guys. I'm working on the diaspora project. I'm into agribusiness, and I'm into tourism and hospitality. But, with your help, I can definitely move forward quicker. So I just say thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. You can support every time I'm live via Super Chat. Alternatively, you can support via PayPal. All the details are going across the screen, and they will be down below in the description bar. So if you find this channel useful and you really want to support, you must know that your support is very much needed, and your support goes a very, very long way as I keep on pushing, as COVID-19 is trying to stop me from living my best life and suppressing my dreams. So guys, your support is paramount. Your support is necessary. Your support is appreciated. And you guys can support my channel just by liking, just by sharing my videos. I would really appreciate that. And also getting a family member or friend to subscribe to my channel. Travel more. All the second and third tests, rapid tests. From my understanding, they are PCR tests. Yeah, they are PCR tests. Okay. And Medjay is saying, thanks for your information, sis. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. So just something to consider. This will be in effect for a month, but with Rwanda, it can be extended. Like, this is how they slowly kind of prepare you. Like, okay, 2 weeks. Then you're thinking by the 2 weeks, you're going to come out of lockdown, and they're like, another week. And then you're like, okay, yeah, another week again. And you're just like, oh my God, this whole month. Oh my God, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, this is what's happening with regards to Rwanda and the changes. Tourism activities are still going on, but obviously you have to adhere to the COVID-19 measures. But yeah, don't let that put you off coming to Rwanda. Please, don't let that put you off. Because Rwanda is dealing with the situation well, or some people may think not, because they're like, oh, but why is Rwanda going into this? Why these measures and so on and so forth? So obviously some people will not be happy with these new changes, but it is what it is. Rwanda is doing what they feel to be fit, to be best for the country, and for helping them to move forward. Okay, so we really can't knock them, but everybody's entitled, I guess, to their own opinion on the issue. But yeah, as for me, I'm like, oh, really? But it is what it is. Keep on pushing. We keep on fighting. Yeah, guys, we have to keep on pushing. So yeah, as I said, like, I must say, I'm not like, yeah. I mean, I guess I'm not completely affected right now, but it's more for those people who are coming into Rwanda, having to pay for these different tests, having to quarantine. So you just have to for quarantine for 3 days. You just have to factor those into your budget. But as for me, like, my thinking right now is like, okay, are we moving into more stricter situation with lockdown? And then, like, I love being able to just have the freedom to go to restaurants, without having to, be like, oh my God, like what was happening before is that I would go to a restaurant and that's only doing takeaway. Like, there was a point where like hot restaurants were only allowed to do takeaways. And I'll be going to the restaurant like, okay, can I have your menu? And they're like, oh, no seated, no seated, what is it? Guests or whatever. And I'll be like, oh my God, I forgot. And like now I'm living my best life. I'm free to go to whichever restaurants I want. There's been some new restaurants that opened up in Musanze. And then, I don't have to think about that. But like now these new measures are making me think, well, okay, where are we heading? Like, what's going on? Like, I cannot go there again. I don't want to go there again, but it is what it is. I have to roll with the punches. T1 is saying, I'd rather deal with Rwanda rules over Ghana COVID rules. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. I mean, a lot of people have expressed their dissatisfaction or distaste at the fact that COVID vaccination is now a compulsory requirement to enter Rwanda, to enter Ghana, and for the citizens and the residents, it's also a compulsory requirement to be vaccinated if you want to leave the country. So Ghana has very strict rules, and yeah. But yeah, as of right now, to be honest, guys, there's a lot of things with regards to COVID vaccines that's compulsory, because there's a big campaign for Rwandans and residents of Rwanda to be fully vaccinated, okay? And also there's a campaign for the boost for those people who have been vaccinated for the last 6 months to take the booster. So, like, as I said, I have said this in the past. I don't know, but I wouldn't be completely surprised, if everything just becomes compulsory with regards to COVID. I think it's going to move across the board with regards to the African continent. Yeah. So COVID vaccine is required to enter and leave Ghana. Yeah. And I did talk about this on my channel. So if you want to go back to that previous video where I've said that COVID vaccine is compulsory for Ghana, then you can find out all the information there. And also on the Ghanaian embassy website, all the information is there for you to read it yourself, so you can be updated as to what is going on the African continent. Yeah, guys, do you have any questions? Fire your questions at me. I will be leaving in the next 5 minutes. Because I just saw my son and I just saw my son, so I'm gonna check on him, see what's going on. So African Rose 515, my family is there. Where's your family? Is that Ghana or Rwanda? Let me know. Yeah, so let me know where you are. Okay, you're in Ghana. Well, okay. I mean, sorry, your family's in Ghana right now. So yeah, I don't know if I don't know if they came as a citizen. Are they a citizen or resident? In that case, obviously, to leave, it's a requirement that they be vaccinated. If you want to leave, you gotta be vaccinated. yeah, guys, what can I say? What's happening on this? Like, what's happening with me? There's something very exciting happening with me tomorrow, but I can't say it right now. So I will be documenting that and sharing it on my channel. There's something very, very exciting that's happening with me. So yeah, so yeah, guys, stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe so you can know what is happening with me. It's very, very exciting. And if you haven't already turned on your post notification bell, please go ahead and turn on your post notification bell. Okay? Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. If you have any questions for me, let me know, guys. So guys, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go now. No, I'm not in the USA. My family is in Ghana. Yep, we have a friend stuck. He could not get back to. Wow. Okay. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I do understand. Yeah, people are going to be faced with a lot of different situations which they have to, you know, you have to make decisions. I think everybody has the right to choose what they want to choose, have the right to, you know, their own opinion. Everybody, you know, people are divided with regards to their take on the vaccine. So, you know, and no, I'm not going to throw any stones at anybody who decides to get the vaccine or decide not to get the vaccine. Everybody has their, you know, everybody can make their individual decisions based upon information or what they see fit. Okay. So that is it. That is it, really. That is it. Uh, yeah. So, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you guys because that's it. I just came on here to give you information. I didn't want to really get into any debates or anything. Yeah, definitely we should have the right over our own bodies, you know. So I definitely believe that. But yeah, people, I'm not gonna, you know, shoot anyone for making their own decisions. And I'm not gonna expect anybody to shoot me in the foot for making my own decisions right now. So yeah, yeah. So it is what it is, guys. Do you have any questions? Let me know. Let me know if you have any questions. And if not, guys, I'll be off right now because I've got to get somewhere before things start closing up today. Oh, I'm getting a virtual hug from African Rose. All love, guys. It's all love. I think in general, we're just going to keep positive regardless. I think my general take is that just because now it's required for you to be tested 3 times to enter Rwanda, to be able to enter Rwanda, and also obviously again to leave, you know, that shouldn't stop you from coming and visiting the motherland. That shouldn't stop you from, you know, trying to live out your best life or exploring the motherland for the first time. A big shout out to Lenora, I met her at the breakfast meeting I had in Kigali recently, a couple of days ago, at Ikawa Cafe. That was beautiful. I also met with Angela as well. She's here on the motherland for the very first time. She's just a beautiful person. And I also met with Mark as well. Who's here with his wife. So big shout out to you. I'm meeting so many people who are stepping outside their comfort zone, stepping outside the box, stepping outside their limitations and still coming to the motherland. And I'm saying, guys, don't let anything stop you from visiting the motherland. Come and see Rwanda. Come and visit Rwanda. Rwanda has been one of those countries that have dealt with this whole thing quite well. Other people may have different opinions, but you know, I'm on the ground, so I know what's been happening. You know, and as soon as they can lift certain restrictions, Rwanda does. As soon as they can lift restrictions, they do. We try to get back to some normality. As I said, I don't really notice anything about COVID unless like when I have to wear the mask out. But in general, like I don't think about COVID. I just like I'm so busy with my projects. I'm so busy with my projects. I'm goal setting 2021, like 2022. You know, we're moving into 2022, and I've set myself goals. I'm just so focused on those things. Um, Queen Red Pill, do they only provide the nose swabs? They have the saliva test as well. So in Rwanda, as I know it now, because I had some visitors that were saying, oh, we just had the swab in the throat. Yeah, so it's just the swab in the throat. Yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to move on from vaccine and COVID testings. Everybody has to go and find out the information for themselves to make that informed decision. But if you're coming to Rwanda, just reach out to me if you want to do the meetup tour. It's pretty affordable. I take you around the northern province. You know, you get to embrace and learn more about the culture of Rwanda. You know, you get to see the beauty of Rwanda. You get to visit the Twin Lakes. It also includes a 3-night stay, which includes breakfast. And we also go to the border of Congo to visit Lake Kivu, chill, have a meal. And yeah, where's Rebecca? Where's Rebecca? Can you say like, comment, subscribe? They can't hear you, son. They can't hear you. That's my son, guys, in the background. Ethan, don't come here, please. Mommy is doing something. Ethan, Ethan, like, comment, share, subscribe. My son is saying subscribe. Where's your brother? Is your brother sleeping? So what are we doing? Something exciting tomorrow, but we can't share it. I'm doing something exciting which involves my kids and my husband. Yeah, well, yeah, my kids, my husband, and my PA. Yeah, we're bringing PA and some family as well. So guys, make sure you have your post notification bell turned on so you guys know what I'm doing. And guys, I would love for you guys when you watch the video, which I'm going to try my best to put it out as soon as possible. When you guys watch the video, I'm trying not to give this away. I hope I will inspire others to also do the same, because it's like, this is my first time, and this is my first time, this is my kids' first time as well. So, and this is something that we as the Black community, we don't really do, but you know, hopefully you guys will be inspired to do this. So turn on your post notification bell if you haven't already done so that you can be alerted as soon as I post, because I'm interested, or I'm keen to hear from you guys about what you think about this experience that I'm going on. Like, I've never done it before, and I'm taking my kids along with me as well. I'm taking my baby. So those of you guys who know me well on this channel, you know that I have two boys, two babies, a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old, right? And I'm taking them on an adventure with me that I've never done in my life. I'm taking them on an adventure with me that I've never done in my life. And my plan is to document it. Anyway, okay, we're going to hear. Louise, thank you, Lady Visionary, for the information. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. African Rose 515. Yes, they are notifying. Oh, they are not notifying with subscribers, only when pre-scheduled. Okay, thank you for that information. I'll have to look at that. African Rose 515 is asking, do I homeschool? Yes, I do. So my I was gonna say my husband. I'm obviously thinking about my husband right now, but yeah, my son, my 3-year-old was going to school, but he kept on getting sick. So he'd get sick, and then I have to bring him home, and he'll be off for a week, and then he'll go back, and he gets sick again. Like, he was just, yeah, he was just, you know, just not coping. I guess because also, I think it's a good school, but it's overcrowded. So that's the problem here in like Musanze. We have lack of choice. So guys, I keep shouting, those people who are in the educational sector, who are thinking to come to Rwanda, consider Musande. We need more educational institution, good quality as well. So that's something that's lacking here, and it's a great, fantastic business opportunity. So those of you guys who are thinking about coming to Rwanda and thinking, okay, where should I invest? Ethan, where did you go, Ethan? Sorry, guys, my son, like he's pouncing around behind the scenes. Um, yeah, so yes, I am doing homeschooling on top of everything else that I'm doing. I also set like a work schedule for my son, so like the nanny and stuff like that, because they're English speaking, kind of work through what the boys should be doing and so on. But yes, I do homeschool, and I just got a new book for my son because I wanted to learn more about geography. He's 3 years old, but he's so super, super clever. He's super, super clever. Where is he? Ethan? Ethan? Ethan Tunga? Guys, okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Homeschool is great. Mine are too. Ethan? Anyway. Queen represent the vax. Is it a cure or preventive measure? Yeah, people are concerned, even I know, like, yeah, people are concerned that even with the vaccine, you have to have these continuous boosters, why, and so on and so forth. So a lot of questions being asked right now, and a lot of questions that need to be answered. Like, obviously, with the new variant, there's lack of research around that and things like that. So, and there's still a lot of unanswered questions. I know, like, recently Rwanda has made grounds with, I guess, is it organ donation after death, and research, and sort of finding out more about the impact of COVID on the organs of those people who have passed off and so on. So, yeah. Guys, so let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you found this useful. Loads of you guys are coming in. You'll have to go back, but just a recap. Yes, guys, Rwanda Yes, guys, I'm gonna go because this is just a side. Okay, so yeah, coming into Rwanda, you don't have to quarantine for 3 days, and that is at your own cost. You now have to have 3 tests upon arrival at your own cost at the designated testing sites. So you have to have a test on arrival. You have to have a test. You have to have a test on day 3. You have to have a test on day 7. Again, all at your own costs. There are the designated hotels that for quarantine. I think they start from about $25 per night. So you can check on the RBC website, which stands for the Rwanda Biomedical Center website. The information that I've shared on the channel today is not currently available, but they told me that they're updating this information this evening. Okay, so you can expect that tomorrow this information will be available for you guys to check it out and know that I'm not just pulling information from the air. This is actually happening. There are new measures as a result of the new variant Omicron, and Rwanda, I guess, is trying to move quickly to stop the spread or minimize the spread and the overall impact on the people, economy, the businesses, so on and so forth. So Aaliyah's in the building. Hey, girl. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thank you so much. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. Make sure you've hit that like button. Also, go ahead and follow me over at Instagram, lady_visionary. And if you want to find out what I'm doing with regards to business, you can also follow. You can also go onto my business website, which is www.twinlakesisland.com. Alternatively, you can follow my business Instagram, which is Twin Lakes Recreational Island on Instagram. Guys, I'm also on Patreon for anybody who wants to support the vision and what I'm doing here in Rwanda. The diaspora building project is still there for those of you guys who want to support as well. You're looking for an area of investment, then you can also reach out to me as well. I would appreciate that. Right? Right? So thank you guys so much. And it's nothing but love for you guys. Take care, and I'll see you again in the next one. Lots of love, guys. Take care.